This is WENY News.
Hello and thanks so much for clicking on the webcast. I'm Ross DiMattei. Here's the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. The last time Cal Harris was in court, his third murder trial was declared a mistrial, and he was free to go home with his children. While the former Tioga County businessman accused of killing his wife nearly 14 years ago was back in Schoharie County Court yesterday. This time he was facing a possible fourth trial. Yesterday's pretrial meeting lasted a little more than a half an hour. Judge George Bartlett announced the fourth murder trial for Cal Harris will begin on March 2nd of 2016. But Harris's defense team has made a motion to dismiss the second-degree murder charge and prevent a fourth trial from ever happening. Now the prosecution has until October 5th to respond to that motion. Then the defense lawyers will have 2 more weeks to counter before the judge makes his ultimate decision. Judge Bartlett will have to decide whether to dismiss the murder charge against Harris or go through with the fourth trial as it's currently scheduled. Registering to vote in Pennsylvania will soon be as simple as point and click. Officials with Governor Tom Wolf's administration will launch the system today, making Pennsylvania the 23rd state to offer internet-based registration. The National Conference of State Legislatures says 5 other states have approved online systems but haven't implemented them yet. Online registration was one of the voting reforms the Democratic governor promised when he ran for governor last year. Supporters say it's cheaper, more accurate, and more convenient than registering on paper. An end-of-summer tradition kicks off today in Syracuse. It's the Great New York State Fair. Gates open at 8 o'clock this morning, and today's a special day at the fair. Governor Cuomo has proclaimed it New Americans Day. More than 100 people from 40 different countries are set to become new American citizens at a special naturalization ceremony. This is the first time a ceremony like this has been held at the State Fair. The fair runs for 12 days until Labor Day, and there's something for everyone to enjoy, such as food, animals, crafts, games and rides, live music, and much more. And now let's send it over to meteorologist Craig Flint, who has a look at today's forecast. Hey there, Craig.
State Fair time. If you're heading up there, you're going to, well, one, encounter more clouds because they're closer to that big thing called Lake Ontario. And with the way the atmosphere is set up, we actually have some lake effect cloudiness up that way and maybe a sprinkle. And I'll definitely mention a sprinkle or two here over the Finger Lakes this morning with some cloud cover, but I think more sunshine occurs at the finish of today. It's cool though, the high near 70. Overnight tonight, sky should clear. It turns cool, and lows should be in the 40s. So a cool start to our Friday morning. Here's a look at first warning satellite Doppler radar, and you may just be able to see these low clouds still hanging out over the region here this morning. But as we head through the course of the day, some drier air will start to sink its way south. So I think as we finish the day, there should be a little more sunshine. So temperatures in the 50s to start, and let's bring you up to date on what's going on with the tropics.
That thing looks like a monster.
Yeah, right away your eyes are drawn to Tropical Storm Erica. Here's the thing, it looks impressive, but she's really a weakling. Only 45, 50 mile an hour winds. I mean, that's really nothing to sneeze at in terms of a tropical storm, but it will be impacting the Leeward Islands here today and then eventually heading towards Puerto Rico later today. And I was mentioning to you yesterday that Erica is going to have a little bit of an issue and some hurdles to overcome. So I just want to point out a couple of things here. Notice all the brighter clouds are kind of off to the south of the center, which is right about there, okay? The north side of this thing is encountering a lot of drier air. It's not good, and it's got some shear to deal with too, which is wind going different direction with height in the atmosphere. However, as Erica works her way west, it will encounter more of a favorable area for development. Warmer sea surface temperatures, less wind shear, and that will likely lead to strengthening of Erica. So here's the track, the forecast track, and notice she becomes a hurricane here, and somewhere along the east coast of Florida by Monday or Tuesday. Now, this is kind of what we call the cone of uncertainty. So the track could be the far eastern edges of the cone or the far western edges of the cone. So what we do is we take an average and we draw the track right up through the middle. So somewhere along the east coast of Florida, Monday, Tuesday, And the models are saying, hey, it could be Category 1 storm, which would be winds of 50 miles an hour. And then Erica looks like she's going to hook up into the Carolinas, somewhere around Myrtle Beach or Wilmington, North Carolina in the Outer Banks. Could be dealing with some squally weather as we head into next week. So, Joe, good luck on your vacation. Future track for us today, maybe a sprinkle or two north over the Finger Lakes this morning. And then sunshine, a little brighter as we head into the afternoon. Skies clear tonight. We go down into the 40s. So it's a cool start to Friday, but sunshine should rebound temperatures 75 to 80 Friday afternoon. And I think as we head into the weekend, temperatures will be into the 80s. Saturday with a high of 80 to 85. Sunday, 80 to 85. There may be a shower or two. We've got a 30% risk of a shower or two on Sunday. Isolated, widely scattered type affair, no big deal. Then it turns summery as we head into next week, which we welcome in September, Ross, and it looks like temperatures will be solidly in the 80s. There you go.
September, fall, sports starting up, school starting up, and of course my birthday, don't forget.
Oh, are you one of those people that has the entire month of celebration?
No. I'll contain it to 1 week. How about that?
Okay.
All right, thanks, Craig. For the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Ross DiMattei. Have a great Thursday.